Hello, my name is Nico Rybnak. I'm the CEO and founder of Lighthouse Consultings, a Smartsheet partner based in Germany. Today, we would like to share with you the new timeline view in Smartsheet, and we would like to use the time also to try the different features and see what is the result, if we can really achieve a new experience for the user. So let us dive directly into the content. I opened already a Smartsheet up, and I will explain a bit. So this is already the new timeline view, and in the base we have in the grid view we have a project schedule setup. So this schedule contains different phases: the preparation phase, raw material ordering phase, equipment build phase, and the acceptance phase. So the whole idea behind this project plan is, for example, to buy or purchase a machine, or this project plan could be applicable, for example, for machine or equipment manufacturer. So there are different phases inside, from preparation to raw material ordering to equipment build phase up to delivery and acceptance phase by the customer. So we have prepared already different columns here for the activity, for making some notes, for action description, also the health we can distinguish. There's a progress column where we have a formula behind, which is more or less giving us an indication about if tasks are open, if they are in progress, if they delayed or done. So here we can find other columns for like completion rates, the allocation for people, for resources, start date, end date, predecessors. So that's the classical view within Smartsheet. So if we're switching to the Gantt view, we also can have an overview about the different activities here. So we can see that the time is going, the project started already somewhere some days ago, and the overall timeline is until September. You can see here that this is a backwards calculation time, and this is indicated by the arrows which are going backwards. Also, we can see that we have several milestones here inside, which are important, of course, to adhere and to follow also during the project. So, but what we want to have is, of course, the new timeline view. So if we're going now into the timeline view, we can see here that we have simply a breakdown, a list of all the items. But of course, this doesn't help us so much in brackets, because it's much more visual if we bring more information into this view. And we can see here already that we have the possibility to group also the view or the different work packages. And here we can see currently I can, for example, also view it by health. We see here I have red topics, yellow topics, and green topics. I could also select the progress, so I can see what is done already, what is delayed, what is in progress. sorry, what is open, sorry, what is delayed, what is in progress. Or I could also filter by the column assigned to. So in the moment, there's no one assigned within the project. But this is, of course, in the moment just for demonstration purposes. So how do I get now more information into this section, into this view? So there's a small trick which you need to follow, and I want later reveal it. First, let's think about a different topic. So we have here color coding, which is all blue. And what should I do if I want to change these colors based on the status if topics are done or not done? So let us go back to the grid view. And what I can do here is I can change in the conditional formatting. I see here that in the progress bar, I have open topics, selected gray, and what I need to do is change the color of the entire row in order to change the color of the taskbar. So now I want to have it in gray, we said. So then also the delay. I select the entire row. For the entire row, I change it to orange. And for progress, I also change the entire row. And I want to have it blue. And of course, for done, I have to do the same. I will change the entire row to this light green. Okay, so if I'm now switching back, give me a second. What is this? Okay, so if I would switch back now to the timeline view, so we can see here already that something changed. So preparation phase is in progress. Commercial agreement is done already. It is good. But here we have all the gray stuff. And this is, of course, according to all the open topics. So that's quite good. So also for explanation purposes, you can see when I'm clicking here on the single items, also I have the possibilities to add or change the information which are also within the metric sheet, a grid view possible and visible. So, but I want to get a bit better look and feel. As we discussed in the beginning, I would like to have more information or like split the faces in the visual according to the groups, the faces, which I see here also. So I prepared this already. So what I have to do is I need to add unhide all columns. So I need to have an additional column, which is called grouping. And in this grouping, I have here a small secret formula, which I will explain a bit deeper. So you see here, if the level at the row is 1, then choose the parent row of this activity. So that means when I'm here at commercial agreement, I'm looking for the parent row, which is preparation. And here I'm looking for information where the level is 1. So how to do the leveling? So you can see here I have a level 0, I have a level 1, I have a level 2, and yeah, just level 2 is the maximum. So what we are doing over here to get to this level is we count the ancestors. So this is already converted into a formula. I just want to show it to you. So we count ancestors of the activity of the primary column. And when we're doing this, we will directly see the levels. So what happens if we're going deeper? You see that the level here is changing. So now it's level 3, and just in case I go here even deeper, you see it's level 4. So what happened just now? The whole color setting changed because of the condition formatting which we have inside. So, but we will remove this and come back to the original layout. So that means we have here preparation phase, grouped demo. So we have all the groups already inside. But nevertheless, unfortunately, they don't appear here. And also when I try to group, the field is not visible. So what is the secret behind how to get the groups visualized? It's a bit tricky. So what we have to do is here within group, we want to look what is the column properties. And we see currently it's a text property. But text we cannot group. It's similar if you're going to a board view. You can just group if you have like a drop-down list. So now we just push here drop-down list, and we see that we have a lot of drop-downs here inside. So if we going back, so we just want to, we keep it like this. Let's try what happened. So I'm going now here to the drop-down, to the timeline view. I can go to the filter by, and then I have here already available the grouping. So let me group. Okay. So we see all the different groups are coming up. So I have delivery, acceptance, equipment build phase, and some portfolio dashboard group. Okay. So I have a project dashboard, rate. So I have a lot of different groupings here available. So we're coming already one step closer to where we want to go. But it seems like there's still some issue because we show too many groups. So let us go back to the overview and see. Okay, so that means we have also here on the top, we have some groups inside which are disturbing in the moment our plan. And just for this demo, I will remove it because it's not relevant for the moment. Of course, we could filter it out also, but then it would take some additional time. So let's come back here. Oh yeah, still we have it because, of course, all of the sections are still within the drop-down. So let's try if we can very simply just start all over. Oh, okay. So Smartsheet helped us a bit. Okay, so now let's come back to the timeline view. Okay, so now we have less of these topics here shown. So I think the next issue is that the groups are not sorted according to our project plan, which might be an issue. So, but we achieved two things as a first step. So first, we have our phases split down, or the activities split down into the colors. So we can very easily identify what is the top colors, which are the done colors and progress colors, and what is still to do. So that's already quite good. So let us see how we can solve the other issue also. So when I'm coming here, let us see in the proper, okay. I think we see that here already the problem is because the order seems to be alphabetical. And let us try if we change it, if this help us. So just in case, we can here easy see. So first we have the preparation phase. Budget status, actually, I don't want to have. Then we have the raw material. We have the equipment build phase. And then let's see, after we change this also, if this is reflected now. And it is. We have preparation phase, raw material, equipment build, delivery, and acceptance. So that's a big lessons learned, I think. Okay, so now the only thing we have double information inside because we see here we are, for example, in the equipment build phase, and also here we have this equipment build phase inside, but we want to reduce the chart to the lowest information which we need, right? So what we can do, it's a question, we need to try to filter something out. So now let's come back here into what we could possibly filter out. So we see that we have all the information we have here on level 2. The headlines for the phase are always on level 1. So let us try to filter out everything what is 1 or 0. So let's come here, come back. Here we can see we have the possibility to filter. So we add the filter, and we just take the level, and we take this is not as one-off. We take is not one-off because maybe in the future we adding more columns below. So we don't want is not 1. And there we go. So now we have added here, we just see everything the same way as we see it in our project plan. So, and even if we can go break it down to the weekly view, we're far away. So 21, clear all active filter. No, sorry, now I made a mistake. Level is not one of 1. Okay, safe is view by item. And do we want to include the parent rows? No, we don't want to include. Okay. So, and we saw just now that this filter is just for me, which is okay for the moment, I think. So, but this looks good, I think, already. So, and what will happen now if we change something? And let us do this in parallel. I'm not sure if I can do this here on the screen in the right way. So I'm opening another view, and I'm going back to the grid view in the background. And what I will do, I will change some of the progress bars which we see. So for example, we have here topics where we are open. So I will now change them to progress. And then you will just see that you see there the timing is, the visual get changed, right? So if I'm taking something out of the raw material area, okay, out of the raw material, for example, if I change now here to 50%, so the mechanical components, I'm changing in the grid view. And so if I'm doing this, also we should get this update right away. So let us see where we are. Okay, I have to save first in the other sheet, I forgot. Okay, after I'm saving, and it's in real time. Is changed also here. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so now let us also try a bit what happens if we play with the different timelines, the time slicers, time scale. So we see that when I'm going to the monthly, I see, of course, everything a bit more condensed. And so also I can here adjust the text overflow, it says. So what happened when I'm changing, for example, to no overflow? That means the topics are side by side to each other. Of course, it's very condensed, at least on the weekly view. But like if I'm going to the, sorry, on the monthly view, but if I'm going to the weekly view, I have a more detailed timing plan here. So if I'm going to daily, so we have even more like this swim lane character fulfilled, right? Because they're all coming after each other, more or less. So if I'm going back to the monthly view, I take this full overflow, so just to visualize what happened here. That's like this, quarters, years. Of course, I can go smaller and bigger. So there's also a group which is uncategorized, and I think I saw before some button. Yeah, here it is, show uncategorized lane. So we don't want to show this. So I just uncheck this, and here we have the total overview. So, and I want to come back to this kind of view because I think it's very helpful. So we see that all the tasks which are still to-dos in the next time. Okay, so then I want to go one step further to show you another small good visualization here. There's a lot of companies are working with gates in their program management systems and with deliverables also, which have to be fulfilled to achieve the gates. So now in this view, it's very easy and simple to visualize different gates because they're same like milestones. So the way what I recommend or we recommend to our customers, it's very simple but effective. So because if we're coming back here, and I need to take the filter out, so we have here the different phases. So the idea is that we're adding some additional lines. So, and we'll call this like milestones, or let's call it, yeah, gates / milestones. So, and we see directly the group appear also here, right? So, and now we need to define some of the milestones. So often milestones look like this, and we have an RFQ, request for quotation. Then we have the start of, we need to make it short, start of project. I need to, SOP, it's, for me as an automotive guy, I cannot use this. Start of project start, EST, so let's take like this. So then we have sometimes, we have like a sample phase, sample release, for example, sample project start. So I will just write here the description, request for quotation. Okay, and then we have at the end final acceptance. Okay, I just could copy the text from here because it's all the same, right? So it's, because we could now use also the text and link it from below just to the top, but for demonstration purposes that we can understand clearly the structure, we just will put it here on the top. So we have this targets, we have this date. So now we need to fill, of course, some times inside. So let us take like 8th of July, so it's in the past already. So then we have like 16th. Let's take something, I don't know, in August. I think it would be better. I'm seeing the time, and then of course here somehow in September before we close the project, more or less. Okay, so let's see what happened. So all of the topics are here in delay because we didn't fulfill them, right? So, but let us see how it looks like in the timeline view. So, okay, milestones don't appear here in our group. Why is this? Of course, very easy, because they are not part of our grouping. So we have to add them here. Milestones. So, okay. So let's come back. Timeline view to the milestones. Okay, milestones are now on the top, but still the content is not appearing because let us just come back. So we have, they're all on. Okay. Is this the problem? Let me just check it. I think yes. Of course, we have to have the same text again. I guess that's the issue, isn't it? Milestones and dates. So then we have dates here inside. Okay, so the milestones should be at 0 duration time, otherwise we will not see them. And then maybe we take here like a, whoops, we take some time, some forecasting completion inside. So I will save it. Come back to the timeline view. Let's see if we see now some, yeah, okay, so now we see here some milestones on the top. Nice. So also the good thing is we can see here what is in delay and what is still to be done. So this is correct. The first ones are in delayed. This is, of course, in a general project not looking very nice. So I think therefore we can commit that we built this project start. So let's come back without the filter, but it's the same. Okay. So now we can see here. So sorry, I get a call. Okay, so we have here all the milestones, and where are the milestones we fulfilled already? They are here in the past, right? So, okay, so yeah, that's a very easy way to utilize the new timeline view, and that's also very easy to report on this. And especially I like the way to have all the milestones here on top, easy visual, because this you can then utilize not just for this very short timeline, but also if you have bigger projects which are running over multiple months or even years. Thank you very much for your adherence, that you joined us today. So please like and subscribe the video. We will add more content, and I'm very happy to share our knowledge together with you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.